Oh, wait. This isn't the plastic recycling bin. Actually, there is no such bin. We got to fix this.
Meet the team behind this project. First off, we have Ioana and Daria in charge of the code. Then we have Emma, the mind behind the business plan. Next up, there's me, Andrea, head of marketing. The reason we're so passionate about recycling is because it is a hugely important matter in today's society, and too little people take it into account since it's being so severely misrepresented. We think the lack of it can be solved, slowly but surely. We've seen how silly is the reason people don't recycle, and we know that with our app, this will be solved.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm the girl behind the camera. I'm the one in charge with the visuals, ranging from the design of the app to the videos.
Only 1% of Romania's trash is actually recycled. The best example being this little guy over here. This is one of the various trash bags that are placed in trash cans that are around the park. However, the main components of this trash bag are plastic bottles, beer cans, and paper. Stuff that should be usually thrown out in specially designated bins that Bucharest sadly lacks of. But we are working on it.
Hello, my name is Emma, and I'm in charge of the business plan. Did you know that in Bucharest there are many recycling companies who offer their services to the community? But sadly, they are far away from the populated areas. And this is where SMARTrash comes in. We are going to provide the community with special dumpsters and launch an app which is going to track each of them. The dumpsters are going to be placed in your neighborhood based on need and request.
Based on a survey that we have conducted on different age groups, ranging from teenagers to people over 40, we have concluded that the vast majority, if given more accessibility, would recycle more. This is where we come in, providing them the very needed nearby recycling points. We expect our first 2 years to be the time period in which slowly, but surely, we build a reputation upon which more recycling companies will be willing to collaborate with us, thus considerably increasing the revenue per expensive ratio. The budget we have in mind to kickstart our campaign is almost 20,000 euros, money that will be spent on building SMARTrash recycling points in some key and highly frequented locations, so our chances of exposure and visibility are higher.
Hi, my name is Ioana,
Daria.
and we are part of the coding team. Now that we have finally finished our app, we have looked through a lot of already existing apps on the market to try to compare what our idea has and what the already existing ones have, and what we lack and what they lack.
A thing that I noticed is that most of the other apps don't encourage people to recycle. They provide the information, but we have a reward system that will actually encourage them to do something and make a change.
And on top of that, a lot of people know that, hey, what are the recycling items? Well, trash, cans, plastic, paper. But nobody knows about the more obscure recycling items, such as light bulbs, batteries, even clothing. And our app is going to provide recycling points, especially for those that aren't so in the media and so known about.